let's see what our billing engine looks like in NetSuite. So what you're seeing here is the native sales order record. So in this case, this represents the initial contract that the customer has signed. In case where Salesforce is the source of truth when it comes to quotes and opportunities, or where the contract is actually being initiated from a CRM perspective, this can be created automatically via integration. But essentially, when it lands in NetSuite or when it's created in NetSuite, this is what it will look like. So you'll have your items, just like you do on any other sales order. A couple of things to highlight here. Something that's very important for businesses that have recurring billing is annual uplifts, right? Any business with that use contracts for multi-year contract, annual uplift is a very common use case. So as you're seeing here, in this case, there's a 2% uplift for the contract for the second year. And you're seeing that applied here in the amount. So amount for the first year of the contract, and then the new amount based on the 2% uplift for the second year of the contract. Second thing to highlight here is the billing frequency. So this is the native billing schedule feature in NetSuite. So it allows you to have full flexibility as to how your customers would like to be billed or how you would like to bill your customers. So in this case, we have monthly upfront billing, but it has full flexibility in terms of the billing frequency. So whether it's semi-monthly, semi-annually, annually, pretty much full flexibility to have any billing frequency that you would like. That is all native NetSuite. What our billing engine customization does is add this billing engine subtab, and in here you see the contract ID. Once again, if the contract is generated in NetSuite, you will put that contract ID here. If there's a CRM like Salesforce involved and the contract is generated there, this contract ID would actually come in from Salesforce via integration. The second part of our billing engine solution is the billing record. So billing record is essentially where all your entitlements are listed. So as you're seeing here, for each year of the contract, you have 2 entitlements. So that's documented here on the billing record. And the child record of the billing record is the billing plans. Billing plans, you can look at them as the invoice and the amounts that need to be generated at the frequency that we have selected at the contract level. So as a result, you're seeing, in this case, since our billing frequency is monthly, you're seeing a billing plan for each month over the lifetime of that contract. All right. So now let's say we have our customer and they would like to buy additional items from us, make a change to the contract in the middle of it. So let's say on June 1st, the customer reaches out to us and wants to add 20 additional subscription items to the contract. So to handle that, we would go back and still use the native sales order. Once again, that could be if the opportunity or opportunity for that upsell is originating in Salesforce, this will be created via integration. And on the billing engine subtab, you will have the contract ID of that original parent contract. So what I'm referring to here is this contract ID needs to match the contract ID and the parent contract ID on the upsell sales order or the upsell contract. This is the linkage that needs to be there for the system to know to consolidate these entitlements. So once we hit save, it marks the upsell contract or the child contract as closed once we save and once it goes through the approval process, if there is one. All right. So as you can see here, this contract is the only purpose is for it to represent the new opportunity, but this is not going to be the one that gets invoiced. This actually, once again, gets consolidated into this parent contract once we run the billing engine process. So to trigger the process, this can be done manually. This can be scheduled as well. In this case, I'm going to run it manually. So I will go ahead and create billing plans. So as you can see here, now this has added my add-on subscription line items or the items that I have upsold for. Going back to my billing record, you will see now the billing plans have been updated with a new amount starting June 1st, which is when we had made additions to that initial contract. As you can see here, initially my amount was $720 per month based on the billing frequency, and now it has gone up due to the add-ons. The next step, now the system knows what are the different amounts that need to be billed based on that billing frequency, in this case, upfront monthly. The next part of the billing IP solution would be to actually generate these consolidated invoices. To create these consolidated invoices, I would go back to the billing engine trigger processes. Gives you a few options for flexibility where you can bulk produce invoices based on a certain date range. You can create invoices for certain customers or certain customer groups. And this can also be scheduled to run automatically on a certain date of a month if you have billing runs that you're using as part of your invoicing process. All right. So what we have seen here today is having a contract which can handle uplifts, flexible billing frequencies, and can handle midlife contract changes without sacrificing the customer experience, because with this billing engine, using the billing plans, it allows you to have all of those changes reflected on one invoice, creating an enhanced customer experience while still giving you ultimate flexibility in terms of product offering and not adding any manual work for your team with all these automations that are built up. So if you have any questions and are wondering how you can further add value to your product offering and your customer experience, please reach out to me or anyone here at Plative. We would love to answer any questions that you may have.